thank you both for speaking with me today. I really, really enjoyed this movie. But first off, I want to say, welcome to the Blumhouse. In general, I think it's really celebrating diversity, both in front of and behind the screen. I know Black Box, it's made from Black filmmakers, Black cast, in a space that normally isn't filled with Black people, unfortunately, the sci-fi horror space. How much of that did that really play into your decision to want to do this movie for both of you?
It wasn't part of my decision making. I looked at the script. I liked the story. I liked the story. I liked the character. I liked the complexity of the story and of the character. And that was my point of decision making. That was what.
Yeah, I have to echo what Mr. Rashad said. I mean, I'll typically, if I'm not into it, then I'll support it with those elements. But it has to be something that I really believe in. And that certainly is a factor. Don't get me wrong; it's one of the huge factor. But it's who am I working with? What is the material? And when you get to work with somebody like Emmanuel and Mr. Rashad, it's a no-brainer.
And now, Ms. Rashad, I know I was reading the press notes, and Jeremy Gold, the co-president of Blumhouse, said he loved how this role kind of turns on its head what everyone knows about you from The Cosby Show, just taking that preconceived notion of, an all-American mom and maybe introducing something sinister to it. How fun was that for you and playing with the expectations like that?
Well, the first thing we're taught in our acting classes is never judge your character. So I didn't think of her as sinister. I explored her as a woman of developed intellect and professional experience, with a very clear objective that was married to a personal agenda.
And now for both of you, are you fans of this genre of the horror of sci-fi? And, if you are, maybe this type of time of year especially, what are your maybe go-tos?
I'm a fan of good movies, man. And, however that presents itself, I'm down with it. So it's not really about the genre. It's just about the creation. As far as movies this time of year, again, like I said, Charlie Brown Halloween specials is the one for me. So that's all I need. Halloween, some pumpkin spice.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like the old Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi films because they take me back. They take me down memory lane. When I watch them on television as old movies, as a kid, they were old movies. My older brother introduced, you've got to see, this is coming on, just going to see Frankenstein. Just me to it. And it takes me, I don't get so caught up in the horror of it as it takes me back to a time in my life that I remember as wonderful. Isn't that interesting that I would equate that with a horror film?
Yeah, but it's where and when you saw them. All right, well, thank you both so much for your time, and happy Halloween a little early.